I'm a cigar man. I'm a cigar man. Biggie up, baby. You know I'm smoking.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Smoking Salads on Location. Today we're at the Infirmary at Shanahans. So Infirmary is 1708 Washington Street, which is on the corner of Washington and McLaughlin. It's right around the corner from Shanahans, so you can enter in from either location. The Infirmary is a cigar bar, technically. You can't smoke inside, but they have a great patio space that we're going to be hanging out in this afternoon. They open from 4 to midnight. It's not quite 4 o'clock yet. We're going to go in through Shanahans to get there. So today we're going to show you what it looks like back there, and we're going to be smoking this, which is the Hati from Family Loyalty Cigars. So let's go inside and let's go check it out. And we're back. We are now sitting inside the infirmary, well, inside the outside space of the infirmary. So let me shoot you a video what the space looks like. So what we're looking at here, that back wall, that is Shanahans, and you can see a little fence in between. Those were, that's the spot where all the non-smokers are confined, and all of us smoker types, especially cigar smokers, will have this nice big space in here. So lots of shade, very comfortable seating. It's not open yet, but when it does, hopefully we'll get a glance inside and I'll show you the selection of whiskeys. Infirmary is much better than it is in the other bar, the Shanahans. So hopefully, we got a couple of hours. We did it pretty early today because it's going to be in the high 90s, and I didn't want to sit out here and swelter, and I know I wanted to get some of this video done. So this video, not only are we on location at Shanahans / Infirmary, we are talking about the Hati cigar. So this is a new brand from a team of tobacconists called Family Loyalty, or is it Family X Loyalty? You can look them up online. It's Family X Loyalty, and you can see all the different blends that they have. And we're going to be reviewing most of the blends through this month. And this one here, it's a Connecticut wrapper. The binder is a Corojo 98 strain, and the filler is Corojo Nicaraguan. So it is so far fairly light-bodied, light to medium. I'm getting hints of pepper and leather on the palate, more pepper on the retrohale, but it's got some nuttiness to it. It's got definitely a coffee espresso kind of a note to it, as well as lots and lots of cedar. The cedar is very prominent, but it's a good relaxing smoke on a hot day. It's not too full-bodied to be your first cigar of the day. So I'm on the first third of it right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I am actually drinking it with a Redbreast 12 year. So I had it on ice. It's already hot out, so the ice is already melted, and I've been out here for less than 5 minutes. Now, starting this month, we're going to start talking about Cigar Share. Cigar Share is an application. It's a web app, but we can create a shortcut. If you just look for it on your phone, and just look for Cigar Share, it'll put a shortcut on your phone, and you can actually put in all the flavors and every note that you have to cigar throughout your smoking experience. So I invite you to look me up. I'm smoking salads at the Cigar Share application, and you can see all of the cigars that I've been putting on there, starting with this one, the Hati from Family Loyalty. So you can actually follow along right now if you'd like. It's already in there since this is a post-production recording, but it's a wonderful app. We're all going to start using it, and it's a great way for you to actually compare your experiences to our experiences, because my palate's different than Dean's is different than Nick's, and so on and so forth. Mine might be different from yours, or maybe they're the same. So you can actually look it up and see what we thought about different cigars where you feel we have the same palate as you. So I'm going to enjoy the first third of the cigar, and we'll be back when we get into the second third with more notes. Okay, welcome back to Smoking Salads on Location. We are in the second third of the cigar now. In the second third, it actually got a little bit of baking spices on the retrohale. The rest of the flavors are still there. The construction is still solid. It's an even burn. The flavors remain fairly consistent. A little addition of some baking spicing through the retrohale, but otherwise a great cigar. Now, pairing it with Redbreast 12. It is hot out, maybe that has something to do with it. The whiskey, it washes the nicotine off your tongue and does its job, but it doesn't really take away or give you any additional flavor. So, from a perfect pairing standpoint, kind of a wash. But it's still really good. It doesn't give me any negative flavors at all. It just doesn't really give me any unicorns or anything like that. So how did I get this cigar? All right, I got this at PCA 2022. And we were at the bar, and sitting across from us at the bar was a couple of dudes, Alan and Ernesto. They run and produce these cigars. Greatest guys. We just had a blast drinking with them, and as it turns out, they were like, hey, we're manufacturers. We'd like to have, you guys review some of our cigars on your show. Boom. That's what we do, and they were all super excited about it. And you'll see a quick interview with Alan. Ernesto doesn't speak English at all, so I speak very poor Spanish. I barely even speak English, so Spanish is way off my chart at the moment. But yeah, they're big time supporters of this. And Alan, Ernesto, kudos to you. This is a really good afternoon beginning smoke. As many of you who watch the show know, my palate changes through the day. So in the early afternoon, this is a perfect cigar for me because I can taste the salties of what you wanted us to taste. And so far, it is excellent. So we'll come back to you in the last third of the cigar. Stay tuned. Okay, we are back, and we are here discussing the last third of the Hati cigar from Family Loyalty. And this cigar, consistent all the way through. There hasn't been really any changes. If you follow what I'm doing on Cigar Share, download that application. I highly encourage you to do so. Use it yourself. You can find out what other people are smoking. It's a great application because it allows you to, every step along the way, time-wise, hey, I had a bad burn at a half an hour in. I had to retouch it up. The construction was great in the beginning, and then it ended up being lousy. Hey, the construction was awful in the beginning, but then it evened out, and now it's a great stick. So it allows you to enter in all that information for your entire cigar experience. So far, again, just a review of the flavors. I get some leathery kind of on the palate. Cedars definitely on the palate. You get some pepper. Still got some baking spices coming through after that first third. And a little bit of nuts that I put on my tasting notes. Not a lot, but every once in a while it kind of comes through. So it is a great cigar. Still light to medium for me. I'm this far through, and first cigar of the day. Usually if it's full bodied, I'm thinking, ooh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded. But not on this one. So I would say light to medium in terms of the strength of the cigar. So that's it. That's the cigar review, and we sat out here just hanging out at the shop. And it's a great location. They have great food, wonderful food. So if you've never been to Shanahans, go to Shanahans. It's got amazing food here. Don't forget that there are other shows. You have Smoking Salads Sauteed, which Dean is doing, which combines cooking your food with your cigars and does the food pairings with the food. And we have Nick, who does the after hours or after dark. Those are every week, so you can see Nick in all of his glory mixing his drinks, and he gives you the recipes for the mixing the drinks. And of course, there's On Location. So On Location, Sauteed, After Hours, and of course, Cigar Share. So check them all out. They're well worth it, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Smoking Salads on Location. Woo-woo!